So, I decided to make this video because it seems that things are at kind of a fever pitch, so to speak, regarding um, Kwame Brown and Hassan Campbell. So, let me say this first and foremost. The only reason I'm making this video is because I've been following Hassan for a while now, right? And his message has always been the same. It has been, I came from this situation. I know what kids in the streets is doing now with the gangs and the gang life and, the shooters and all that. And there's not enough done to put them on the right path, whether it be by their parents, the community at large. They're starting off way too young in gang culture and getting caught up in that kind of lifestyle that only has two roads basically. One road is the penitentiary. You lose your freedom. The other one is you put 6 feet in the ground, you lose your life. That's basically it. There's no glorification, or it won't get any rather from my end at all. Now, I do understand that. I've heard people say, he talks about it like glorifies it. And of course, I don't agree with everything he says. There's been several times he said things, and I've indicated under his videos that I don't agree with that. Even I think there's something that he just posted about a blood getting killed for disrespecting Nipsey Hussle's mural, or whatever the case may be. And he's like, oh, don't disrespect the dead, or there's consequences. Like, to me, the punishment don't fit the crime. If he disrespected the mural, then, you deface his car, you flat his tires, you don't shoot him and you don't kill him. Because guess what? Nipsey Hussle is already dead. He's not coming back. All right? And he wasn't Jesus Christ, so that's, for me, that about sums it up. He was an artist. Yeah, he was trying to do positive things, but at the end of the day, he was just a person. If he was Jesus, he would have came back from the dead on the third day. So, and I'm not Hassan is Muslim. I'm not Muslim. So even there, we have different beliefs. But the message, as I said, has always been the same from him. Yeah, now he's been making all the money. He comes out with all the jewelry and stuff, flossing. Okay, yeah, that's not something I agree with either, because me personally, I think a lot of jewelry should be for women. That's just my take. As a guy, if you have a chain on and you can afford to have a nice chain, okay. To me, it's not a good investment. Let me just put it that way. You have a chain that's, probably grand, $2,000, okay. But nothing, too gaudy, too expensive. That's just for me personally. Like, the money, to me, it could be better spent playing the stock market or real estate, anything, hot dog vending stand, just different things that you could probably set people up with, to have them succeed instead of, spending the money wildly like you're a rapper. And I heard the thing that he said about, being compared to a basketball player. Of course he's not, because the kind of money that these dudes have been getting paid, over the past how many years, of course he's not. Even if you came from the same kind of lifestyle and one person went on to play ball, another one went on to YouTube, my sinus is bothering me, y'all still not making nowhere near the same kind of money. Okay? These guys that play ball, they get all kinds of deals, endorsements, and of course, if something goes wrong, then they lose it. So, but he has valid points, that he always makes, and like I said, they've always been consistent. Now, Kwame Brown, on the other end, I knew about the brother from the time he got into the league. Why? Simple reason, we had the same name. Okay, and of course, he was with my all-time favorite ball player, Mike. So yeah, I know he must have had it rough, and of course, people like Stephen A. Smith that have talked about him, belligerently over the years. Of course, nobody deserves that. Um, but he hasn't been on that long. Okay, so we're just now getting to see what he has to talk about, and the only reason is because of what was being said to him. He didn't come on to address anything specific in the black community. Let's just be honest about that. So all these guys out there sambo and tap dancing, saying, "Oh, he came down on her so hard. Oh, he clowned and blah blah." Y'all a bunch of sambos, man. Stop tap dancing. Stop tap dancing and doing shit for clicks and for views. Y'all corny, man. Y'all a bunch of suckers. And that's for all y'all that's out here promoting it. Only thing y'all should promoting is having people with that kind of voice and that kind of platform come together and do something positive. That's all y'all should be promoting. Nothing else. And like I said, of course, the brother don't deserve to be disrespected over his game and, be called all kinds of names and shit. But at the end of the day, he ain't been on here that long. Hassan, he been on here that long and he been talking about the same stuff. Now, if Kwame comes on and he's getting the same response and he's talking that positive talk, okay, so now it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Because obviously you have a reach, you have a platform, there's other people that have platforms. Y'all need to get together instead of trying to see who got the biggest stick. That shit is weak. And if that's what you're about, then nobody don't need you on here. Okay? Black communities all over the urban areas, man, it's like the brother said, it's like Iraq. I know y'all gotta be seeing the news about the shit that goes down. Alright? Nobody really has answers. But we need to come up with answers about how to address it now, not in the long term, now. What can we do now? That's what we need. You don't need people on a stick measuring contest like who got the biggest stick. Nobody's interested in that. We need people to come up with solutions. That's it. Now, y'all brothers willing to do that? Hey, listen. Everybody gonna rock with y'all. Everybody. From the youngest to the oldest, anybody that sees you brothers out there trying to build and do something positive, have a meeting of the minds, put something together, they're gonna rock with you. Let's not forget, the brothers that did in the past, they were the ones that was always taken out. You notice how Fred Hampton is not glorified at all. All right, for what he tried to do for his community. He's not glorified in the media at all. You don't hear about him. You don't have a day. Okay? So, I hope you understand what really being about this work means. Don't come here talking the talk and you ain't walking the walk. You know what I'm saying? There's people, I'm pretty sure, that's willing to do it, but they probably don't have the platform. But you with the platform, you'll draw these people out if you're really about it. You'll draw them out because there's people out here that's willing to do the work, willing to put their nose to the grindstone, to see things better in their community. So all you guys out there clowning, talking about, trying to promote the beef even longer, y'all dudes is weak, man. Y'all dudes is weak. And we don't want you on here.